see. Let me just come this way. Hey, bring your mic into the view. Yeah. Hey. Perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and once again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, hit us in the DMs and let us know what your deepest thoughts and what you think we should be doing or you want us to do. And we'll get back to you. And more than likely, you'll see it on the show. Without further ado, I want to get into the show. It's a lot to get into. My goodness, what are we going to talk about first? Is it Dion? Is Aaron Rodgers going to make a comeback this season? My goodness, is it worth talking about Taylor Swift and Kelsey? It's a bunch of things. All these injuries, people just coming up limp. Oh my goodness! And fantasy football people are suffering behind it. But let me introduce you to my co-host so he can break it all down for you, and we can get it on. How you doing, Steven?
I'm doing splendid and excellent. Splendid.
Mr. Steven Rubain.
Let's do it.
My goodness, dude. How was your week?
Besides the football picks, can't complain, man. Can't complain. I had a great week in picking sports, but the two big upsets, how do you explain? We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the Niners and the Eagles both losing this week.
They cost me money. I have to put out something to somebody. They cost me money, and I'm upset. I'm upset behind it. I don't appreciate it, and it just makes no sense to me. Crazy.
None whatsoever. But
crazy. Neither one of those teams should have lost.
You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist guy, so I think that the betting has something to do with these games sometimes. Because, like you said, neither one should have lost, and a lot of people lost.
I didn't even need the point spread. I just needed them to win.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Everybody had either the Niners or the Eagles to win. So, I mean, everybody lost it, but I can't imagine anybody who would have taken both the Browns and the Jets to win last week.
I didn't see anybody that took both of them, but it was people that took either one.
Right.
And what was crazy about it, those people, what's in their mind? What's in their mind? Because first of all, either you're brilliant because you did it, you made that pick,
right,
or you're an idiot.
Yeah,
it's no other way to call that. Either you're brilliant or an idiot.
That's it. Or you got just money to waste. Some people just say, "Hey, I'm going to just pick all the loser teams just for the hell of it. Let's just pick Browns and the Jets. Ha 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 ha! I got money to waste."
My goodness, I wonder, has that ever worked for someone?
Oh yeah, there's always that one person out there who, remember, you had people who bet for Buster Douglas over Mike Tyson and won a whole lot of money. I remember one guy, I think he had bet like $1,000, $2,000 on Buster Douglas at like 38-1 odds.
That game, that fight hurt me that night.
Yeah,
because they cheated Mike Tyson, because Buster Douglas got caught in it 1-10, and they slowed the countdown.
Oh yeah,
they did that over and over again. They showed that should have been a 10 count.
Right, but that's a case where he never should have been in the fight in the first place. So it's kind of one of those deals where once somebody starts getting a momentum, they start changing the rules up. So, people thought he was going to lose that fight easily. He get knocked out in the first round. So,
and if you're wondering, you're like, why is that guy got all that hair on his face? Well, at the beginning of the season, my brilliant self made a bet with Mr. Steven Rubain that I would not cut my facial hair until Carolina won their first game. And we all know how that's gone. And I didn't stick to it. I had to cut my face because I had a real important interview that I had to take care of.
We're gonna call you Old Saint Nick by December, because y'all might be on 14, on 15.
Hey, I'm just gonna have to go through the motions and lick my wounds and cut my losses and just offer out some extra gift cards, because this is ridiculous, man. But that's
we're gonna get to that. Don't worry.
We're gonna get into all that.
Yeah, let's get right into the news. You want to get right into the news?
Hey, where you want to go first?
Let's start with baseball. Baseball playoffs. I actually sat through and watched the entire baseball game for the first time this year, the other day. as much as I love baseball, it's hard to sit through a whole baseball game today. I can
What's the
sit through
difference
most of
between
it.
today and then?
It's just the star power. It just don't have the same appeal to it that it had. Growing up as a kid, baseball still was like the number one sport in America.
Right.
You remember the old saying, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. And,
Yeah.
it made sense. Now, baseball, just, you don't know many of the guys. They don't have the same energy. But I was watching that Phillies game the other night, and it's Phillies State, they were just crazy emotional.
They're not promoted right.
No, not
They're
promoted.
not-
No, it's not promoted. Right. They don't promote the stars. They promote the teams.
Mm,
So that's a big difference when you compare baseball to NBA to NFL. NFL and NBA, you have stars. You have guys who go beyond the game. We know who, like we've been talking about Travis Kelce with Taylor Swift. We know who's with who. Tom Brady, who's Tom Brady dating. Stuff like that. Aaron Rodgers. You mentioned about Aaron Rodgers, things he does. Goes across sports.
right.
Baseball doesn't have anybody like that. They had guys like that, like you had guys like A-Rod, some of the older players. But in today's game now, you don't have any player now who stands out. I mean, you didn't even know who Ichiro was. At the beginning of the year, remember we talked about Ichiro and about Mike Trout. You were like, who are they? And these are supposed to be two of the biggest stars in the sport, playing in a huge market city in LA, and still, outside of baseball fans, people just don't know who they are. But as far as baseball goes, now in these playoffs, we got two teams that pretty much are standing out, and we have in the.
Oh, I had somebody saying, "Hey, sit back, Steve.
Yeah,
put your microphone to you."
Yeah, we're good.
So they say you're getting cut off. Pull it more to you so you're not leaning over that way.
Let me see. Is that good now? We're all
Yeah,
good.
at your monitor. As long as you're not getting cut off, they want to see you.
Yeah, well, I'm here. We got the camera off a little bit, but it's okay. I'm going to slide over a little bit so you can see me.
There you go.
All right. So we're talking about the Texas Rangers in the American League, and we got the Philadelphia Phillies in the National League. These two teams seem to be standing out. Tonight, it looks like the Astros got a little bit of a lead going to. We're going to do the update. I did the score last we saw. In the seventh inning, Houston was winning 5-2. Let me make sure that score correct. What we got score now? Score update. So while doing that score update, let's see. Maybe we had Texas Phillies World Series. I think that would be decent for the ratings. I don't know if it would be a huge ratings, but it'll be pretty solid ratings, and we're going to see from there. So while we're getting that score in, we're going to stick with Texas is winning. Houston is beating Texas right now. So we'll stick with that.
It's 5-2. Houston's up.
Houston's up 5-2. So the score is still the same. Let's get into some basketball. So next week, we're going to be starting the NBA season. And so let's kind of get an idea of who are going to be our favorites going into the season. Right now in the Eastern Conference, it's looking like it's going to be a two-team race, possibly between Boston and Milwaukee. Philadelphia, if they could ever figure out that James Harden situation, they could be up there competing. Pretty much like those are going to be the big three right now in the Eastern Conference. So we're going to look at those three out of the East. And in the West, we're looking at the defending champion Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns as the two main teams out of the West. But then you always have lingering the Lakers and the Warriors. So we have to wait and see.
Is it going to be a repeat with the Nuggets?
I think so.
Do they got what it takes though?
They got what it takes. If they stay healthy, health is always first and foremost. That's the one thing you just never know. As long as their big guys stay healthy, I think they would be the favorite. Phoenix, of course, now you got a big three. When they picked up, they have, along with Durant, they got from the Washington Wizards. They picked up the guy there. So he's going to help them out a lot. So they got a big three. We'll have to wait and see who stays healthy. But let's talk about some.
But basketball with that new game that they put in there, it should make it better.
The tournament, yeah, they're going to start a new NBA tournament starting
in the middle of the season.
In the middle of the season, actually, earlier in the season, going into December. So just before Christmas should be the final championship game in it. But it's going to definitely bring some interest. It's going to make people more.
It'll put more accolades into it, right?
Yeah, bring more accolades. It'll give guys a chance, teams that otherwise won't compete for championships. They might be able to
Still something in that.
Still some thunder. No pun intended. Speaking of thunder, we got a new guy who might be competing up for that Rookie of the Year. Oklahoma City Thunder, Chet Holmgren. So Wembanyama went up against Chet Holmgren. So if those who don't know who Chet Holmgren is, he was the number one pick in the draft last year. Got hurt during the summer league and was out for the entire season. So he didn't play at all last season. So the NBA smartly said, you're still a rookie because technically you didn't ever play in an NBA game. So now he's also about 7'3", 7'4". One of those big guys injuries. I think he had a leg injury. He hurt
practice?
No, this was during the summer league.
Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, so he got hurt in the summer league
and let him rest it up.
They let him rest. Well, it was a serious enough injury that he had to be out for the whole year. So I forget exactly. I want to say it was a knee, but it could have been Achilles. But either way, he was out for the whole year. Coming back this year, so now you got Wembanyama, who we've been talking about as probably the number one so-called rookie year candidate. Put Holmgren up in there. He's about 7'3" also.
How do you compare both of them? Rookie number one from last year to the one this year?
Well, very comparable. I mean, they're both very long length. Both have outside shooting ability. Both have that defensive ability. So I think it's going to be really competitive to see. I mean, when they went up against each other, it was pretty close. I mean, they looked pretty much the same as far as abilities go. I mean, Wembanyama seems to be a lot more graceful than Holmgren is, but Holmgren definitely can fill it up. He has a defensive prowess, so it's going to be interesting to see.
What everybody wants to know, Steve, and not to cut you off, but when are we going to get the next big thing? When are we going to get our next Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron?
We may never get it. I mean,
there's nobody expected. There's nobody going that big. There's nobody they're looking at.
There's a guy now, the third guy, Scoot Henderson. Scoot playing, in the Portland Trailblazers. He has very talented ability. He has the ability, people think he could be a dark horse to win this Rookie of the Year. He has, all the skills to be great. I think just a Kobe, a Jordan, a LeBron, they're once in a generational type players. You just can't pull out anybody.
Yeah, we still got LeBron. Out. He just signed a 2-year extension, right?
2-year extension, 21st season. I mean, and he's still putting up big numbers. I mean, he's still in the playoffs last year, but he put up almost close to 30 points a game. And so,
hey, when you take those big breaks in the middle of the season, where you like, you know what, I'm gonna take a pupil free day,
right? But let's be honest, though. Towards the end of the season, I mean, Kobe was holding on. I mean, he had very little left in him. He could still put up a big game, but he couldn't night out do what LeBron was doing and Stoke and Jordan. So, got to give him his props in that. But I mean, either way,
much props.
So yeah, so we're excited for the season. We're gonna see who, we got the usual candidates for Player of the Year. You got Jokic, you got Giannis, Luka, Tatum, Embiid. Those five, one of those five should probably pull out the Player of the Year. But
Player of the Year,
it's gonna be an interesting season. We got a lot of little, next week when we really get the season started, we're gonna start talking about some of the little inside things that are going on during the season. But I'm excited for the NBA this year. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see
this tournament that they have in the middle. I want to see what is it going to add and what is the prestige that's going to come from it. Is it going to be a trophy, a cup? Is it going to be what is the mega award for this one?
Well, the big mega award, I guess, is just money. I mean,
well, we know money is
always a factor.
But when you win a tournament, what are they going to receive for the tournament?
Well, there is some kind of a trophy they do get.
They're going to put a cup in there?
Some kind of cup, yeah. There's some kind of cup they came up with. And like I said, I guess it's more just a prestige. And like I said, for the lesser players, that money's going to mean a lot. $1 million and $1 million.
Hey, I'll take it.
Say it so, yeah. So we're going to see who takes it serious, who doesn't take it serious, who's going to play, who's not going to play. I mean, these are all going to be factors. And I guess the biggest thing is that it counts towards the season. So with that being said, then yeah, you have to make it happen. So
yes, sir.
So that's basketball. Let's get into some college football, shall we?
College football.
Yeah, college football. So we got Couple big games. Things are starting to clean up now as far as the college football season goes. We're starting to see who's going to be the teams that are going to make a difference. Looks like now Washington guy Michael Penix Jr. He's looking like he's almost a clear-cut Heisman Trophy candidate. He had a huge game against Oregon. That was like the biggest game so far this year as far as top 10 teams go. Washington pulled it out over Oregon, so now they're pretty much the clear-cut favorite out of the Pac-12 and hopefully make the playoff. So we're going to keep an eye on him. He's still got 2 more big games to go, though. He's still got to play against USC. Then he also got to play against UCLA, 2 ranked teams. So we're going to see about that. But this week, we got a big one, Ohio State, Penn State. That's going to pretty much clear the road for the Big Ten. So the winner of that game will pretty much play it out with Michigan to see who's going to be the Big Ten champion and get in the playoffs. But Big Ten could get 2 teams in. We'll have to wait and see. So you got that big one. And then you're going to have, there's one more big one to get into. We got for Georgia. Georgia's still holding on to number 1, but people are like saying, are they really the number 1 team? So we're going to see how they pull it out this week. So it's going to come down to, we're going to get a little more clear idea as to what's happening in college football.
Hey, I heard you said a whole bunch of stuff. What's going on with Deion's team, Steve?
Well, Deion's,
give us the low, man. Tell us what's really, really going on, man.
Deion's team is starting to fade off. I mean, I think they pulled out.
What you mean they starting to fade? They was wearing them out.
I'm gonna tell you about. I like Deion's team. I like. There's always been a thing in sports where they said that great players don't make great coaches. I mean, this has been said.
Don't say anything bad about Deion.
I'm not gonna say anything bad about Deion, but I'm gonna say about the Colorado and just the atmosphere. The thing about the difference between a great player and a great situation is that a great player, even when they're not at their best,
right,
they can still find a way to pull things out based on their talent.
Right.
You got guys in Colorado who I think they're buying into Deion's swagger, but they're not Deion.
Everybody's trying to be Deion.
Everybody's trying to be Deion, but you can't be Deion if you're not Deion. You gotta be able to step it up.
Be yourself and understand that your coach is a great legend.
Correct.
Be yourself though.
But you can't step out and just do whatever when you don't have that ability to turn up to that next level that Deion could.
Yeah, because I've been hearing a little flack coming from people like they were like, "Where's the watch at now?" All that stuff they need to realize they're a college team.
Right.
Relax, take the accolades as they come and takes the lumps as they come also. But no matter what, be humble.
Humble.
Deion needs to install that into them humbleness.
Yeah. So Deion going into the game speaking about the game, they played against Stanford. It was a night game, Friday night game, started real late Eastern time. So it started, I think, around 9:00 Mountain time. So it's just 11:00 Eastern time. Deion was very irate, saying Pac-12 is a stupid conference. Why are you having these late games? The East Coast people can't stay up and watch that game that late, blah, 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 blah. They go out there, instead of being focused on the game itself, they're more worried about the status and da-da-da. They end up losing to Stanford in double overtime.
And Stanford's not really that good this season.
Stanford was not that good. Stanford was destroyed by
Stanford
Oregon.
is notoriously a good team, but this year
having a tough time.
Oh my goodness.
So that was a bad loss for Colorado, because for all the good wins they had, now you have a bad loss here. And so a team that looked like they would have been a playoff team, a bowl team, now it's kind of questionable if they will make a bowl game this year. They got to get to 6 wins to get to a bowl. They still need to get 2 more wins. It's going to be a challenge for them. They got some big games still coming up, so we're going to have to wait and see.
Yes. And we see you. Shout out to Omar and shout out to Darnell. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, they said bang, bang, Niner gangs in the house. Hey, we're going to have to, we about to get there. We're about to get, because we're going to talk to y'all. Oh, my goodness. We got something to say to y'all. My goodness. Bang, bang, Niner gang. And cost me money.
Yep. And we're going to tell the truth on your guy, your quarterback. Who's your quarterback? The guy you've been bolstering and telling he's the next coming of Tom Brady?
Well, he is. He's the man.
He's the man as long as McCaffrey's healthy.
No. Call it like it is, Steve.
Call it like it is. I did call it like it is.
Oh, we haven't even got to NFL yet.
We'll get to
You
that.
ready to move to NFL almost?
Let's get to NFL because we got too much.
Are you sure you're done with this college football? I want everybody to make sure they got all these updates for college football. Let's not gloss over. Are you sure?
I am sure I'm done with college football because we got so much NFL to get into. And let's start with your team. You want to do a Cali Cat Pack so I can get into this?
Oh my goodness! Are you Omar on the same thing?
Yes, we are.
This man is up here trying to clown, talking about 0-5 Cali Cat Pack.
Woo! Yes. That's
what. Well, I don't get it. I don't get it. Are you guys the type of kids that used to be on the playground and used to bully the kid that was already down?
No.
Well, no, it's starting to seem like that. Now, you want me to do a Cali Cat Pack?
Yeah, I want you to do a Cali Cat Pack so I can give a rebuttal. So go ahead and.
I mean, you can give a rebuttal all you want to.
Yeah.
This is for all my folks, all my Panther Nation, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation. I holler if you're with me. Now, you know what? We got a rookie quarterback. And we got a brand new coach. Like I've said before, and I say again, we got brand new everything. It's not a secret. But what we also do is we have an owner that makes questionable decisions. We did have a coach that was on our team last season that brought us up to a respectable standard, and the players played their butt off for him. I'm not even going to say his name. Y'all all know. What's his name?
Wilts.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. My co-host knows his name.
Oh, I know it very well.
Now, we did pick up Frank Wright, and I'm going to say to you, Panther Nation, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, I am not going to badmouth him yet. This is his first year, and and every coach has their way and how they want to do things. But next year, I will not hold my tongue because right now it's kind of hard for me to stay in my seat because I'm not even a coach. You can see it plain as day what the mistakes are.
Oh yeah, can I get started now?
No. I'm still doing the Cali Cat Pack moment.
All right, go ahead. Because
this is for all Cali Cat Pack and Panther Nation and Roaring Riot people. Keep your head up. Aikman, he didn't have a good start. Peyton Manning, he didn't have a good start either. We need material around our QB, which we do not have. We got to build that. Now it's going to be kind of tough. It's going to be kind of tough. We're gonna have to take some more bumps and bruises on the defense and give people up to get what we need. But what we need is a bona fide offensive line and offensive weapons. I'm not taking anything away from Adam Thielen. He's been a stud this season for us. But we need a young guy. They should have went out and got DeAndre Hopkins. And I'll say it again. They should have went out and got DeAndre Hopkins. It's a no-brainer. When you get a new weapon in, a new QB that you done gave up the farm for, you got to put the farm around him also. You got to give him the new shoes to go with it. It is what it is. You guys keep your head up. We're going to be fine. He's going to hate whatever he has to say. Hey, we down right now. Go ahead and kick us while we down. Omar, you too. You too. Kicking us while we down. I see you guys. I see you guys for what it is.
You know why we two work so well together? You know, the fan stands for fanatic. A fanatic is somebody who just is going to stand by their team no matter what. Don't have no break apart common sense or break down reasoning. They just, this is my team, so I'm going to stand by them. You're the eternal optimist. You just will, for whatever reason, always believe in the Panthers no matter what they do. Now I'm the opposite type of fan. I'm a fan who speaks on reality. I don't just say I like my team, but I'm not going to just sit there and tolerate incompetence. And that's why I've been bad. Have I not been bad mouth the Commanders for the last 2 years?
Hey, you wouldn't even put on your Washington hat.
I wouldn't even put on my Washington hat until the owner was gone. Until the owner was gone, I refused to even wear the Washington Commanders hat. That's how significant I am. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to you.
See what Omar said to you?
Yeah, what did he say?
Redskins trash too.
They are trash. But I'm the first person to tell you they trash. I stand by it. I don't sit there and
Hey,
how many weeks did I vote against the Redskins this year?
Hey, I say it, to each his own.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna sit
say your
there.
team is trash. My team is not trash. They're
Your team is-
playing like trash.
All right, let's look at.
They playing like trash.
All right,
But Bryce Young is not trash.
He's talking emotion. I'm going to talk to you guys about common sense.
It's just emotions.
At the beginning of last year, here's who the Carolina Panthers had. Let's just forget about all this emotion stuff. They had Baker Mayfield at quarterback with Sam Darnold backing him up. You had Christian McCaffrey as your number 1 running back with Dante Foreman number 2 and Chuba Hubbard number 3. You had DJ Moore as your number 1 wide receiver.
Sound like you want to be a Panther fan as much as you're talking about us.
You had a strong defense led by Brian Burns. The pieces were in play to Carolina to compete in that division for years to come. And you remember when we talked about it 2 years ago, what did I tell you? As much as I give you a hard time about the Panthers, did I not tell you that I like what I see in that organization? Did I not tell you that I like Baker Mayfield?
Dude,
that stand by Baker Mayfield? What was the only thing I told you I did not like about your team?
I don't remember.
You remember the head coach, Matt Rule.
Hey,
I said, as soon as you got rid of Matt Rule, you guys will be all right.
Panther fans didn't like Matt Rule either.
Exactly.
But before he left,
what did he do?
He got rid of Christian McCaffrey. He was like, I'm gonna hurt this organization for years to come.
So let me get into that, because I was waiting for you to say that. Let me get into that, because people need to understand what I'm talking about when I say the things I say. Not only did they get rid of Christian McCaffrey, now mind you, Christian McCaffrey, who for all intents and purposes enjoyed being in Carolina, enjoyed his status, and wanted to stay, and even came out afterwards and say he was kind of blindsided by the trade. He didn't understand why they traded him. He had no problem. He was a pillar of the community and played well with Carolina. So he was just like, why are you trading me? Now, for what is, not the number 1 running back in the league, he's definitely top 3. They traded for him.
Wait a minute. He is number 1 in the league, sir.
Well, some people argue.
Throw a flag on the play.
Throw a flag. Okay, some people will say Derrick Henry. You got all those Henry people. So I'm saying
no. But see, they're devaluing the running back position.
Oh, well, we agree on that.
They're not even letting Derrick Henry run the way they should.
I agree,
because they don't want to pay him.
I agree with you.
I'm not stupid. I know what they're doing. I see what they're doing.
Well, I badmouth Tennessee all the time too. So you can't get me on that one, because I've always badmouthed Tennessee. As long as they got Tannehill's quarterback, I don't know what that organization's doing. But getting back to McCaffrey, yeah. Number 1, number 2, depending on who you want to ask. They traded for him. Now get this. I'm going to clear this up for you so you understand how bad the Panthers are. They got from McCaffrey here we go. A number 2, a number 3, a number 4.
Hey, James Johnson is disrespectful. He said we need to get new teams.
Oh, well. All right, look, we'll get you out later.
Who's your team, James Johnson?
Exactly.
Who's your team? And Omar said Henry's not a number.
Henry's not a number.
Yeah, he's one of the. Henry lacks the lungs to play a full.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people argue McCaffrey can't play a full season. I mean, there's arguments on both of them, but that's still being said, though. They're still 1 and 2. They're the 2 most dangerous running backs in the league now. Some people argue Eckler, but I'm gonna get to Eckler in a second, because I don't even want to talk about the Chargers, but I'm gonna get to them in a second.
Eckler didn't make himself not play. The Chargers called the plays. The coaches called the plays.
Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to that. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to that. But
let
me get real quick on McCaffrey, because basically the trade that they made for McCaffrey, they did a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th. That 2nd round pick they included into the trade for Bryce Young. So the number 2 pick, the 2nd round pick that they got for McCaffrey, they gave it to the Bears to get Bryce Young. So the number 3 and 4 picks, they traded those to get this guy, DJ Johnson. You know what DJ Johnson is?
No.
Exactly. DJ Johnson, basically, they traded McCaffrey for DJ Johnson and a 5th round pick next year.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Whoever the negotiator was knew who they were negotiating with, and they offered him some magic beans, and he went for it. So you let McCaffrey go for beans. So the thing about that, so your number 1 running back, you let go for beans. Your number 2 running back, you could decide he wanted to stay in Carolina and be the number 1.
He went to the Bears on a 1-year, $3 million contract.
Why didn't we keep him? We did not need to pick up Sanders. And this is the type of back that they wanted to push up the middle.
$3 million.
Sanders is not a back you send up the middle. But who is making these decisions, Steve?
Well, you're the Carolina guy. I'm just telling. I'm speaking facts.
Hey, I want to blame it on the owner. It's supposed to be the GM. It's supposed to be the GM. Why hasn't he been fired?
They let the number 1 and number 2 running backs go for DJ Johnson and free. Nothing. Now, DJ Moore, the number 1 wide receiver, they put him in the trade. Now, get this. Not just DJ Moore. They gave up 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks for Bryce Young. 2 number 1s and 2 number 2s and a number 1 running back. Number 1 wide receiver for Bryce Young.
Who
does that?
Who makes these decisions?
This is worse than the Herschel Walker trade.
All right, so I need you to climb up my team.
I can do that all day.
We got a whole lot of NFL to get into.
No, I got one last thing to get into.
Oh, you know what? There you go. You get into it, Steve.
And so this week,
so
Frank Wright, who's supposed to be an offensive guru, has passed over offensive coordinator duties to his offensive coordinator. Wait a second. So they hired a puppet offensive coordinator because Frank Wright was calling the plays. So after 6 weeks, they've been so bad, they decided, we're going to let the offensive coordinator actually make the call, make the pick. How horrible is that when you're a new coach and after 6 weeks, you got to go ahead and now tell the offensive coordinator, okay, now.
That's funny to you, Steve?
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny to you?
You're a new coach. You got 6 weeks, and now to save your job, you sit here and say, look, let me let the offensive coordinator who I hired in the first place to call the calls. I'm going to let you now call the plays because I've been doing such a horrible job. I'm done.
Bring your microphone over so you can be on the frame. There you go.
I like being off the frame because I like to just give you a hard time. I know it's hurting you because I called this the whole time.
I'm publicly say this now.
Say it.
I'm a diehard Carolina fan.
Say Steve, you were right. Say Steve, you were right all along.
Before I go there,
yes.
Hey, you guys can kick me all you want to.
Oh, I'm going to.
But guess what? It's still going to be Carolina tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Okay, so after
we will get better.
How?
And then guess what? Once we get better, y'all going to hear it.
Okay.
Y'all going to hear it because Bryce Young, he's going to be the truth.
All right.
He's going to be the truth.
Okay.
Get him a bona fide number 1 and that number 2 pick that we get, that wide receiver, he's going to turn out to be something. He's going to turn out to be something real good. Keep Adam Thielen. I'm not mad at Adam Thielen. Keep him. But get us a bona fide number 1 here.
Who wants to play for you guys? What free agent would want to come to Carolina based on what they've seen in the last 2 years in your organization? Who would want to go there and play? They've been trying to get guys. Nobody wants to go play there.
Hey, you know what? I don't think all our viewers want to hear everything about Carolina.
All right.
Everybody knows. And I'll say it too. We stink right now.
All right.
We stink. We got a horrible stench to us right now. But like I said, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation, keep your head up. We got the number 1 pick, and he's gonna turn out to be just fine. We need a number 1 wide receiver.
Okay.
Don't worry about what these people saying about us.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
We got thick skin.
All right. Anyway, before we get to the Niners and the Browns, let's talk about the LA Chargers. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's get on the Chargers.
My goodness.
So-and-sos.
Now, haven't I for the last year been crying for the Chargers coach to be fired? Haven't I ever since that debacle when he cost me in the playoffs against Jacksonville, where they had a 27-0 lead in the second quarter?
Yes, sir.
And somehow found a way to lose that game.
Yes, sir.
How do you lose a 27-0 lead?
I don't know. Ask the 49ers.
No, they were down 27-0.
No, but they lost to a team that shouldn't hold a candle to.
Oh, well, okay. We're gonna hold up on the Niners in a second. We're gonna get.
Okay. You know, I just want to get off my team.
All right, I know you.
I see all these Niner fans, and
we're gonna get to the Niners in a second.
These Niner fans is kicking me right now.
Because look at me, I'm actually gonna defend the Niners a little bit. I'm not gonna be as hard on the Niners as you're trying to be, because losing to the Browns with that defense is not such a horrible thing.
Yes, it is.
But I'm gonna get to that in a second. But let's get to the Chargers.
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to that.
Omar, I see what you're saying. Bryce is not no bust, sir. Right? James Johnson, he's not too
small.
No.
This is me. I've never said Bryce Young is a bust.
Hey, Omar did.
Okay, Bryce Young. I'm saying
we got the bang bang Niner gang
Yeah.
in the messages right now.
Yeah, I'm saying Bryce Young is not being given anything to win. I'm saying they took away all the talent he could have had to win.
Yes, sir.
You got to have the reason why your guy Purdy looks so good is because he got McCaffrey, he got Debo Samuels, he got Ayuk. They got weapons.
Mm-hmm.
If you got weapons, you can make a quarterback look good, and you got a strong offensive line. Carolina has nothing. I mean, this guy out there just to go out there and just kind of fend for himself. He's like a alley cat, just trying to do scraps, doing whatever he can.
Weren't you talking about the Chargers? How are we back?
Because you brought it up. You mentioned about Omar.
No. I was talking about the 49ers.
You said Bryce Young was a bust.
Hey man, the Washington ain't all that great.
Oh, and I'm the first one to tell you that.
At the end of the day, we can be 0-1 if you go fishing at the same time as us. What do it matter?
We're 3-3. What's that? Talking about? We're 3-3 in the playoff race. What's that? You trying to compare 0-6 to 3-3?
Now you're a realist.
Okay.
You're a realist.
I'm
right?
a realist.
So is your 3-3 mean anything?
Yes, it does. Because as our guy Bill Parcells once said, "You are what your record is."
Okay, that's why y'all deserve Ron Riviera.
So we're Mr.
3-3.
Time out.
That's why y'all deserve him.
We're mediocre. What did I tell you last week when you went against the Redskins on the show? I told you, look, Ron Rivera knows how to win games just enough to keep his job.
Hey.
And sure enough, the Redskins had their best game of the year against the Falcons because it's just good enough to get the heat off of him for one more week. I mean, that's what Rivera does. You know this. He was your coach.
Darnell almost is not good enough,
Almost
sir.
is not good enough.
You guys are too high of a caliber of a team to lose to the Browns. I don't care what Steve says.
I'm going to tell you.
You guys should have won that game, and you should have been up by more points than that. You guys let them hang around. Well, and the killer about it was
McCaffrey.
Quarterback wasn't even playing.
Right.
You let PJ
Walker
jump in there.
A solid backup.
First time.
Exactly.
First time starting for this team.
Right.
And he walked y'all.
Yeah.
He walked y'all.
But you know PJ Walker is a solid quarterback. If you give him a chance, he's not going to kill you. He's not going to do great things and win the game for you, but he's not going to kill you. If you have a solid defense and you play smart ball, you can win with PJ Walker. So, and that's what happened. They did just enough. Defense was stellar for the Browns, and they had a decent enough running game, and PJ Walker made just enough plays.
What happened was,
and McCaffrey got hurt.
And
Debo got hurt.
Those coaches got caught up again.
Right.
They didn't follow a good game plan because the 49ers should have been winning that game 14-3.
Right.
And like always, the 49ers, they have what it takes to be the best, and they have the brain for it. They always have. They give up once the chips is against them. It's like the team just falls down. You saw that in the big game last year. Well, since the quarterback went down, yes, we got a wide receiver that plays like a running back, and yes, we got a running back that's arguably the number one running back in football. But we didn't use them. We let the guy that only played in the big game throw the game away for us. It's what the 49ers do.
Yeah.
They got the team to be great.
I'm not going to argue that point with you. You know, I give this about the Cowboys all the time. Until you show you can win a championship, I don't care about almost and close to and all that stuff. The Niners have to show they can win it.
Man, Brock Purdy is the man.
Okay, until he wins the big game, Brock Purdy is who he is.
Let's open the phone lines.
Open up, please, because we got a lot of people to say on this. Because I'm not going to sit here and badmouth Brock Purdy, but I'm not going to sit here and praise him either.
If you want to call in, the number is 909-844-4443. That is 1-909-844-4443. Very easy.
So while we're doing that, I was going back to the Chargers because they had the Chargers-Cowboy game Monday Night Football. And you know how much I love to bash the Cowboys. So I was looking forward to a Charger win over the Cowboys so I can see here. I
told you the Cowboys was going to bounce back.
Listen, they didn't bounce back. Cowboys play ugly too. It was a sloppy, ugly game. Because the Chargers coach is so horrible, you get Austin Eckler back. You know how the Cowboys is.
Hold on, we got a call coming in.
Oh, go ahead.
Blow the Whistle Sports. Who's calling?
Yo.
Hello?
Hello.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Your phone keeps going in and out, sir. I think you need the network. You need AT&T.
No, don't get the AT&T. Don't
He
get T-Mobile.
He need the people following him behind.
Yeah, don't get T-Mobile. I tell you that. But while we're waiting for you to come back on, like I was saying, the Cowboys wanted to lose that game, but the Chargers are so stupid. Instead of running the ball to
Blow
Eckler,
Whistle Sports. Who's calling? Sorry about that.
It's all champs is back. The champ is back.
The champ.
The champs are back. I don't think.
Who's the champ? Who won last season?
Man.
Who won last season?
Again.
Who?
Matter.
I think he said 49ers, but I don't remember in the championship.
Nah, I think it sounded like he had a little alcohol too. So
yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
It was a game. A little bit, that's it.
Something's going on with your phone, sir.
Yeah, we having a bad phone connection.
Your phone.
One second.
All right.
We said you need the network behind you or something, sir. There's something going on with your phone connection.
Let me call back.
All right.
It had that Halloween feel. This is Halloween, but we had that Halloween ghostly feel too.
Yeah, I was scared.
I was a little scared too. I was like, who's this? This is like a ghost?
But I thought he was gonna be hello, Blow the Whistle Sports.
This is 49er. This is Darnell.
Oh, what's going on, Darnell?
There we go.
Somebody with an actual network.
Ooh, there we go. All right, 49ers. What we got to say about the 49ers?
Like I was saying, I agree with y'all, but I blame the coaches.
There you have it.
I blame the quarterback and the kicker.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
Man, Brock Purdy's done everything for y'all. He made y'all.
He made some bad throws.
He did make some bad throws. He did.
He made some bad throws in that game, and he was accountable for it. He even mentioned it in the interview.
Exactly.
So, but I'm just saying, who's all at fault? This is what I agree.
Yeah.
That the kicker's at fault, the coach is at fault for making bad plans and of setting up for the game, because it don't seem like they was really ready for this game.
Yeah, and like I said, what I've been telling Packett all along, I said, as much as Brock Purdy looks great, let's see how he plays when McCaffrey's not out there. Because when you got, ever since he's been playing, he's had McCaffrey by his side. And that makes a huge difference on a team when you got somebody who can break it anytime.
That's a beautiful thing.
But if y'all notice, when everybody start like when Debo went out,
right,
McCaffrey went out,
right,
things changed. And when the momentum changed on our end,
right,
it changed, and we were struggling. But in that fourth quarter, it seemed like he was trying to come alive and come back and win the game.
Right.
And couldn't do it.
And that's the question we don't have.
No, stop it.
What?
No, stop it.
Stop what?
Both of you guys are wrong. He put them in the position for them to kick the ball and make the get. Don't put that on Brock Purdy's back. That man has been undefeated until now.
Okay. The kicker missed the kick. We're not gonna argue that point.
I said Brock Purdy he just got it seemed like he got a little momentum back when he brought them downfield for them to win the game, and the kicker blew it. He blew 2 shots in that game.
Oh, absolutely.
I blame the kicker for that.
He put y'all in position.
They shouldn't have never got rid of Robbie Gold.
Hold on one second. We got another call coming in. Hold on one second.
All right.
Hello, Blow the Whistle Sports.
It's still me.
Hey, it must be that he. James Johnson. Hey, I believe that's Omar trying to call back.
Yeah, we got a ghost.
James Johnson told you to get rid of cricket, man. You need another phone. They all 49er fans, so they kind of save each other.
Yeah, but James Johnson, I'm gonna tell you though, right now, if McCaffrey's gonna be out for a couple, I'm saying if McCaffrey's gonna be out for a game or two, now we're gonna see if Brock Purdy can put the team on his back and carry them. You guys are blaming the kicker, blame whatever else. Bottom line is that Brock Purdy should have never left him in a position where a kicker could miss the kick to win the game. Because if you have a chance to fail, you're going to fail.
They still haven't gave Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy still doesn't have sole control of the offense.
Okay.
The coach still calls the plays for Brock Purdy.
Agree.
Now, until they give him the liberty like they did for Aikman, Peyton Manning, where, hey man, this is your team. You can call. You got the plays. We'll send the play in that we want. But if you see something else, call an audible.
Right.
Put it in what you want. What you want. Hey, until they do that to Brock Purdy, don't put that on his shoulders.
They didn't have to kick it. They could have ran another play.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
they could have ran another play.
Yeah.
But you know what? I blame the coach because Shanahan still haven't got over the hump because it seemed like when they get closer to the big games and stuff, it seemed like he get a little nervous.
Big time.
Because he don't start having those plays that he was having during the beginning of the season.
I'm glad somebody's saying it, and it's a 49er fan. It's not coming from my mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I notice things. I'm different from everybody. I speak the truth. But I still think we can win. But let's talk about them Cowboys struggling against the Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Let's get
Everybody talking about them Cowboys. They back. They ain't back. They were still struggling.
Well, I never said they were back.
I never said they were back.
They didn't have no defense.
Yeah, they're not back. But at the same time, the Chargers is a real team, a real offense. They still beat that. Still beat that.
And nobody mentioned that Herbert had a broke finger.
Oh yeah,
in the game.
But that goes back to my argument though. If he got a broke finger, why are you having him throw the ball 37 times? It makes absolutely no sense.
You have Eckler on your team.
You got Eckler on your team. He had 14 rushes. Herbert threw the ball 37 times with a broken finger on his hand, on his throwing hand.
Hey, you said that, man. You must have
Eckler
on your fantasy.
I lost
team.
3. This is me. This is James Johnson. I had Eckler on my 3 fantasy teams, not 1, not 2, 3 fantasy teams going up against Herbert.
Oh, this is Darnell on the phone. James Johnson.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He's the one talking to us right there.
Okay, I'm getting confused here. I'm hearing Niner fans here. Sorry, Darnell.
But they all Niner fans. They all got the same name. Bang, bang, Niner gang. So,
well, I apologize, Darnell. Let me tell you, Darnell. I had Eckler on my team with a 10-point lead going to the game, going up against Herbert. All Eckler had to do was just get rushes, and I would have won. They threw the ball 37 times.
Even though the game was bad for the Chargers still could have won that game.
Yeah,
it was also on the coach's fault. He didn't go. Instead of going on the 4th down, he should have kicked the field goal.
Big time.
And then came back. He could have scored another touchdown. They would have been ahead.
They would have been there. I mean, this coach is the worst. I mean, I've been crying for. Packett will tell you, I've been crying for this coach's head after he cost me in the playoffs last year. I had an easy parlay in the playoffs last year. They were up 27-0 in the second quarter. And found a way to lose.
My goodness.
With Eckler, with a running game, with Eckler, your running back, they decided they're going to keep throwing the ball up 27-0 and let Jacksonville come back and win.
That sounds like that Super Bowl.
Ooh,
where it was mathematically impossible for the team to win, but the coach kept throwing the ball and stopping the clock.
Stopping the clock. It makes no sense.
And let the other team come back and win in the Super Bowl.
You got to understand situational football. When you're playing against a team like the Cowboys, you can't just keep throwing the ball because if you give that defense a chance, they're gonna make you pay. You got to play power football, keep running, even if it's not working at the beginning. You got to keep doing it, wear them down, and they let the Cowboys win that game. I'm still upset about it.
Everybody that's tuning in, please like, subscribe, and share, and holler at us, please like, subscribe, and share.
But Darnell, as far as go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say as far as your Niners go, where do you see them going? Where do they go from here?
Oh, I know we're gonna make the playoffs.
That's a given.
Well, yeah, the playoffs is a given. It comes. They are a Super Bowl or bust. I mean, that's this season. If they don't make the Super Bowl, it's a bust season.
Now the trade deadline, if they make some moves and improve the team, I think we can go to the Super Bowl.
Let me ask you. We haven't asked you this question yet because we had this argument earlier. Trey Lance. Was it Trey Lance?
Look like my phone is acting up.
I was going to ask you a Trey Lance question before you go.
My phone is acting up.
Okay, you got to go?
You want to talk about him, Trey
Okay.
Lance?
Oh, you don't want to talk about him? Okay. I was going to say, you like me, you think it was a dumb move to let Trey Lance go like that. That was a horrible, dumb move.
No, it was a smart move.
No, it was a smart move. It was a dumb move because
it was something that had to be done because of this fan base.
No.
This fan base is so wishy-washy.
I don't care about that.
If Brock Purdy, the mistakes that he made in this game, if Trey Lance was still on the team, they were like, put him in the game.
Y'all one play away from Sam Darnold. And who's your third string quarterback? Anthony Allen. Anthony.
Hold on a second. We got a call coming in.
All right.
Blow the Whistle Sports. Who's calling?
It's Oma. Why y'all keep talking about Trey Lance? Trey Lance is gone.
Because
that's Steve. Man.
I'm just letting you know that's going to be that's going to come back to haunt you guys.
Y'all made a terrible
decision.
Mistake.
Because if your guy gets hurt, if Brock Purdy gets hurt, now keep in mind, y'all lost a playoff game last year to go to the Super Bowl because y'all depended on Brock Purdy and the wind. Y'all had the wind. If Brock Purdy got hurt, you said the wind was going to win the game for y'all.
But listen, though, you're supposed to depend on your starting quarterback.
No. You always have a backup plan.
No, but you don't go into a game saying, "Oh my God, we're hope that our backup player plays." You go through a game saying that we're going to have all 22 players finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? We don't need Trey Lance. Purdy is going to do what Purdy does.
It will only cause a distraction if you had Trey Lance on the team.
But you're not listening though. The kid the kid can ball. The kid can ball. The kid made some mistakes, and that was it. He lost the game. He wasn't going to win all his games.
Who lost the game?
I'm speaking on the fact of, God forbid, we want him to play every game. Listen to me. I hope he plays every game this year. I hope he does.
That's the plan.
It's always the plan for every quarterback. Look at the Colts. Anthony Richardson out for the year, shoulder injury, shoulder surgery. It means that you got to have a backup plan. The Colts went out and got Gardner Minshew to back up,
and that's a good pickup.
That's a good pickup.
I hear you. But listen though, Richardson style of play is a little different. If you notice, his first 3 games, he scored three rushing touchdowns.
Absolutely,
which was good. It was good for fantasy. It was good to see because God knows we like to see run. We like to see quarterbacks that could run. We all want to relive Michael Vick and all of these black beautiful quarterbacks.
Man, you better say Cam Newton's name and stop playing.
Cam Newton, please come on.
I was going there. No, we want to see Cam. We
went to
see
Michael Vick.
I said Michael Vick.
We want. Oh no, but we want to see these
studs
that can run the ball and pass the ball. Richardson going into the draft, he wasn't even rated to be that good of a quarterback. And the fact that he got hurt, it's sad, but I guarantee if he stayed healthy and end up looking like what's his name, the quarterback for that, what's that shitty team? The man, the guy next to you, he roots for. Oh, the Panthers.
Oh, I wasn't even go there.
Whoa, everybody tries their best to kick me.
I didn't even go that low.
Just trying to kick me, boy.
I didn't go that low, but go ahead. I like what you're saying, though.
When you have a quarterback who is 5'6", 5'7",
maybe that.
He's 5'7". He can't even see across. He can't even see past the 10 line. Can't see 5 yards ahead of him. Don't expect that man to run.
2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, and DJ Moore for him. They gave 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, and DJ Moore.
Hey, Darnell hung up. Sorry, Darnell. Give us a call back. It's another 49er fan, so it's just like y'all, y'all attacking us right now.
That's me.
I'm gonna give you this though. The Washington quarterback, he might not even finish the season.
No, he might not.
The way he plays,
but they got Jacoby Brissett, which Jacoby Brissett is what he is. He's a PJ Walker. He's a guy who
he can come play the game for you.
But Omar, the difference though, the 49ers are championship or bust. Would you agree with that? Your season is a failure if you don't win the championship.
Wait. The championship or bust for at least 10 teams. Let's be real.
No, that's not true. No. I won't let you get away with that one. There's only about 4 teams in the NFL.
Get them, Steve.
What's that? There's only about 4 teams that are championship or bust. Go ahead. Name me the 10 teams. What's that? Name me the 10 teams that are championship or bust.
All right, the Cowboys?
No. Cowboys are not championship or bust.
Now, Dak Prescott is.
Dak Prescott,
he's out of there.
Jerry Jones has been for the last 20 years doing this. So they can lose this year and fans will still stand by them. All right, what's the next one?
That's what they're supposed to do.
But that's not true. A lot of teams fans will drop.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You said the best running back in the league, you said was Henry.
Correct.
If they lose this year,
Christian McCaffrey.
Is the championship or plus?
For Tennessee?
But he said Tennessee.
Tennessee. Nobody even considered Tennessee a championship team.
Tennessee is not even using Henry like that.
They're
He
not
shouldn't
using
even.
Henry
He
like
shouldn't
that.
even be in this conversation.
Yeah.
Don't they have? But wait, Pac. Don't they have an amazing receiver that you wanted?
Right.
What does he do for that team?
Well,
but he got Tannehill.
He went over there and got paid. That's what he did.
He took the money.
Well, see,
he said that.
Do you believe? Okay. Do we believe that Tannehill should have lost his job 3-4 years ago?
Big time. I've been saying that. I don't know how he still had a job.
If you've been watching this show, Tannehill has been out of there for the last 4 years.
Yeah, we've been crying for Tannehill to get traded.
Yes, but if you make the playoffs or almost make the playoffs, you live to play another season. That's the way it works.
But you're saying championship or bust. There's a big difference between saying making the playoffs and championship or bust.
I say we've been at this. We've been it's been a quest for 6 the last decade. So if we lose this season, we lose this season.
No, you guys, no, we're not.
Stop it.
Listen, stop. Come on now. Stop. You guys, the only thing Niner fans are looking at is a championship. Anything other than a championship is a disappointing season. Listen to me. The Commanders, if we made the playoffs,
that's their Super Bowl.
We're dancing in the streets if we made the playoffs. If you guys made the playoffs, who cares? Exactly. You're expected. You guys, the only thing you guys can do is beat the Eagles.
None of y'all teams is expected.
Right, but that's our point.
Wait a second. Omar, your cricket is messing up again.
But while his cricket's messing up. We expect, listen to me. We just had what was that? We just had this talk though. He's the eternal optimist. He's going to sit there and cry for his team every year, no matter how bad they are.
Because any given Sunday, man.
Yeah, I'd let you know if my team loses. I've been crying for the coach to get fired the last 2 years.
The coach is fired.
Oh, I'm talking about Ron Rivera.
The owner is fired.
I don't really like my coach, but you know what? I don't really like my coach, but I respect the job that he's doing because I mean he took this kid that was the last pick. And he boosted this guy's confidence, and this guy's playing really good. And also, you look at McCaffrey. Most people want to pick McCaffrey because McCaffrey doesn't finish the entire season.
Right.
It sounds like he sounds like a good pick. He's doing well, but guess
what? It sounds like you were in on that negotiating deal. Like McCaffrey sounds like a good pick, but he hasn't finished the whole season. So we don't think we should give up a number 1 for him. We should give y'all number 2.
Number 2.
When was the last time he finished the season?
Well, didn't he finish it last season? He made it through the playoffs last year.
Y'all didn't even use him last year.
Yeah, last year. I mean, I don't understand. Come the playoff game when y'all were down to the wind as your quarterback. Y'all didn't even let McCaffrey do what McCaffrey does. He should have had 40 rushes in that game.
They let the journeyman keep throwing the ball.
They let the journeyman keep throwing the ball like he's a legitimate NFL. Listen to me. Josh Johnson couldn't last with the Washington Redskins. He was our starting quarterback. Did y'all know that? No, you can't get up there. In the NFL championship game, in the NFL championship game last year, you guys were stuck with Josh Johnson and the wind because if he got hurt,
you lost 1 game.
And not only did you guys stick with Josh Johnson,
when he got hurt, you had to put Brock Purdy back in with a bad elbow. He couldn't even throw the ball.
But Christian McCaffrey, he could throw the ball.
Yeah, but they put Brock Purdy back in.
They could have ran the Wildcat, and Christian McCaffrey could have threw the. Yes, he could have. Christian McCaffrey is a quarterback also.
Christian McCaffrey's a quarterback.
You act like you just say, you know what? Let's just go.
Hold on, Omar. We got a call coming in. Hold on 1 second. Blow the Whistle Sports. Who's calling?
What's going on, man? It's Lathan.
Lathan. Where you calling from?
Calling from the house, man. L.A., Los Angeles, California.
And who's your team?
You know it's my Eagles, man.
We haven't even got to them yet. We've been so heated on the Niners. We haven't even got to the Eagles.
Hey man,
yet.
we got the Niner gang on the other line.
Well, first off, I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry you had to go to Miami and witness that. I hope you enjoy yourself. But I'm sorry you had to witness that on Sunday, man.
Hey man, I had a ball.
Yeah.
And shout out to all you Fins fans out there, Dolphin fans. They're the nicest people in the world.
They're nice fans. When I went to the game too, I was like, God, I'm amazed how nice these people are.
I sat behind my team's bench, right? And I had Dolphin fans all around me. And every time the Dolphin fans scored, he would give me a beer. He bought me a beer. I don't even drink beer. And I drank the first beer just because I was trying to be nice. And I kept telling him, no, I don't want no more. And he just kept buying beers. I was like,
in LA, they knocked the beer out of your hand. in Miami, they buy you a beer. In LA, they knocked the beer out of your hand with a punch.
But Lathan, since we got you on the phone, what's going on with your Eagles, man? How did y'all lose that game? Y'all cost me money, man. The 49ers and the Eagles cost me money. Those were both easy games for you guys.
You know what? Sometimes teams, they play down to the level of the competition, man, and they overlook their opponent.
Yeah. I'm not so much as worried about the Eagles as I am about the Niners, because the Eagles have shown when the chips count, they can get to the championship and get to the Super Bowl. So I think that game was just a kind of a weird game. The Jets defense overplayed themselves. I think that game wasn't. I mean, the Eagles, what's his name didn't look the best, Jalen Hurts, but I think it was just a freak loss more than the Niner game. So
I blame that game. I blame that game on the coaching staff, though, because at the end of the day, you're supposed to play smart football, man. You kick the ball. They wasn't driving the ball the whole game. They was driving the ball down the field.
Right.
At the end of the game, you run the ball 3 times, kick it, and let the defense play defense, see if he can drive it all the way down the field.
Yeah,
that's what I would have did.
Did your game have anything to do with analytics? Did the analytics mess up your team?
I think so. I think it messes right now. I think our coaching staff, the coaching staff, because they're trying to make Jalen Hurts into a player that he's not. They're trying to make him into like a passing quarterback, and that's not what he is.
No, he's a guy who he's the Randall Cunningham of this generation. He got the arm, he got all the stuff, but he let him run, let him make plays. He's best when he's on the move.
Hey, if you win the Super Bowl, let that man be himself.
Let him be himself. I agree with you. I mean, that's the issue with Russell Wilson. Not comparing him to Hurts, but Russell Wilson, the only way he can play in the NFL is if he can run.
And my apologies to everybody. We lost Darnell. We just lost Omar. Guys, I'm just trying to get to everybody so everybody can get their word in.
We love you guys. Listen to me. We want to see a Niners-Eagles Super Bowl again. I know Cowboy fans are like, no, we want the Cowboys in. No, we want the Niners and Eagles again. Come on.
It would just be a championship game. It wouldn't be a Super Bowl.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying for the championship game. We want the Niners and Eagles.
Nice one again.
Yeah, that's what we want for the championship game. I mean, Chiefs are going to make it in the AFC. I mean,
Omar said Hurts is overrated. Woo. We got the Bang Bang Niner gang in the on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, Lathan, you might want to say something because they're over there being disrespectful. All you see is bang bangs everywhere, and Hurts is overrated. They just disrespectful.
Yeah, if a quarterback, if he can take his team to the Super Bowl, man, ain't no way he can be overrated, man. And he basically did that by himself, man.
Did it by himself. I agree with you.
Hey, well, it's time for us to get into these picks because we've been going on and on and on, but our time is limited. You want to do some picks with us, Lathan?
And we got a big, we got a big one this week with the Eagles, and we got Tua, who was the leader against Hurts, who was his understudy. So it's a little personal, those two don't have the best of relationships.
Since we want to run through it, hey Lathan, we're gonna do 5 picks with you, and then we're gonna hang out with you so we can run through these picks real quick.
Okay. Yeah,
I hope are you in our contest? We got to talk about the contest people too before we get off real fast. Are you in the contest for these gift cards?
No, I mean I need to get in.
Yeah, you need to get in that. Come on.
How do I get in?
Tell them how to get in.
Go to officepool.com.
No, officefootballpool.com.
Oh, there we go.
Come on now.
I'm glad you're right there and you let me know. Officefootballpool.com. See, I just put it in wrong.
You'll be office pool. He'll be like, why can't I get in?
Text it to me. I'll go on there, man.
Come on, because right now I'm putting hands on Packett, but he's trying to catch up. But
I don't know about putting hands on.
I'm putting hands on you.
You doing all right, but you ain't putting hands on me.
I'm putting hands on me. When you sign there and you see my record, you're gonna be like, man, he knows how to pick some football games. There's one guy, this guy Adrian. I want to know who is Adrian? Adrian, if you please call in. I'm dying to know who you are. I want to talk to you so bad.
Adrian 49, right?
Yeah, Adrian 49.
He must be a 49er fan.
Because Adrian, the only guy who's giving me competition this year, and it's bothering me. I need to find who you are.
I'm moving up. I was way at the bottom, Steve, and I'm moving. I'm going to catch you guys.
How many games behind? How many games behind me are you?
I'm a few games.
A few games.
Like 11.
Like about 11 games.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. You sleeping?
Okay, well,
I'm luring you to a false sense of security, and I'm gonna come back
anyway,
and I'm gonna do it.
Listen to me. Last week I was 12-4, and 3 of my losses were the Niners, the Eagles, and the Chargers. 3 games that make no sense.
Well, let's do this. All that stuff you just talked. Let's talk about the person in first place from this week that just ended. Who's that, Steve?
Who's in first place? Was it you?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. So he made us some games. His 11-point deficit.
Yeah, I'm in first place this week. Yeah, and then the second place is the picks are in.
That's me.
Yeah, I mean, we tied. But
yeah, whoa.
We tied.
How are you in first place but we tied? How's that work?
Hey, I don't know how it's
in the NFL is a tie a win.
No. It gives for the tiebreaker the points. You must have picked the wrong points.
Well, anyway,
you put the points up there.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be a high scoring game. Who knew that the Chargers and Cowboys are gonna be like 20-17?
I did.
Anyway,
and that's why I'm over you.
Let's get these picks. And you wasting Lathan's time. Lathan is an Eagle fan. He don't have time to be walking around just wasting time.
Well, we're not gonna go in order with him. We're gonna just get his picks real quick, and then we're gonna go to our picks.
Well, we gotta get Dolphins Eagles. I mean, this is the game of the week.
Well, the first game is the Thursday night game.
Who cares about that game?
Jags and Saints. Who are you picking? Who are you picking, Lathan?
Man,
Jags and Saints. Where's the game at?
New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans. Man, I'll take the Jags in that one, man.
Okay, and then the next game I want you to pick is the Washington and the Giants. Who you going with?
Oh, Washington. That's all. Well, they're gonna
Thank you.
All right, and the third game will be the Raiders in Chicago.
Why are you giving his garbage
Chicago?
Games? He had some good games.
Is Fields playing or is he hurt?
I'm not sure.
Who you say?
I'll take the Raiders. I think isn't Fields hurt right now?
I think he's still hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take the Raiders. And there's no way in hell they'll beat. No, that won't happen.
Now let's get into the so-called good games that he's talking about. Chargers at the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs all day, man. That's the easy one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the main game, your game, Dolphins at the Eagles.
You know what? We got a lot of injuries right now.
See, he's keeping it real.
He's keeping it real. That's what I like. That's a real fan.
Our secondary is really banged up right now.
Yeah.
And it's either going to go two ways. Either the defense is going to win the game for us or they're going to blow us out. So if the defense come to play and they follow Buffalo's game plan, we can beat them. If not, they're going to blow us out. We're going to get embarrassed on national TV.
You got to pick one.
So I'm going to pick with my heart. I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think the defense will win the game for us.
Okay. Right, that's fair. But he gave a fair. It wasn't this blind, we're going to kill him.
I don't do
that. Tua's coming to play. Tua wants to let him know that this is going to be personal. These two guys have personal.
I think the Dolphins are going to get up in that right there.
I'd like to see Tua versus Jalen Hurts on the sideline one-on-one. Let them two, because that would be probably a better game than the Dolphins Eagles. Let those two go at it.
One more game, Lathan. Lions and the Ravens.
Ooh,
where's the game at?
In Baltimore.
In Baltimore?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Oh man, that's gonna be like a pick'em game right there. That's gonna be a tough game.
That's why I asked you about it, because I've been.
Oh man,
wanting to see where you're at with it.
I'm gonna lean towards Baltimore, man. Montgomery's out right now. They haul their horses out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lean towards Baltimore on that one.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Good pick.
Baltimore. Okay.
Yeah, good pick.
That means our times are getting near, and we got to go through these picks. Thank you for calling in, Lathan, and make sure you hit us up next week, man. It's gonna be a wonderful show.
And sign the Office Football Pool so we can see what your picks are gonna be.
OfficeFootballPool.com and hit me up and I'll help you out if you don't know how to do it.
Okay, for sure, man. Y'all have a good.
You have a good week now. Thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir.
For sure. All right.
Later.
All right, so we starting with this Jaguars Saints game.
Yes, and we're gonna run through them because
let's run through it.
You hear our time.
I hear the time, but I got the Saints at home. Close game.
I'm taking the Saints also. Lions at the Ravens.
I'm only taking the Ravens only because it's in Baltimore.
And I'm taking the Lions because I feel the Lions are gonna go in there and light it up.
Okay, all right.
Raiders at the Bears.
Woo, Raiders all the way. What's the name out?
I'm taking the Raiders also.
Yeah.
Browns at the Colts.
Browns at the Colts. I got the Browns.
I'm with you on that one. Bills at the Patriots.
Bills at the Pats. Patriots are done. Got the Bills.
Bills all the way. You think Belichick is over with over there?
Oh, yeah. I thought he was over with when Brady was gone. I thought he was overrated. I never thought he was the coach people made it out to be.
We're going to talk about that next week.
Yes.
Washington at the Giants.
Commanders.
Well, we together on that also. Falcons at the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bucks to bounce back at home.
Yeah, I think Baker Mayfield and the quarterback for the Falcons. I'm not sold on him yet.
Yeah, he I think that game exposed him. The Commanders game exposed that he was kind of overrated.
Steelers at the Rams. I'm taking the Rams.
I got the Rams too. They're just I'm not sure what the Steelers are doing.
Cardinals at the Seahawks. I'm taking the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks too. Yeah, we're pretty much going on the same pace this time.
Green Bay at the Broncos. I'm taking Green Bay. It's going to be a toss-up game.
The Broncos are due. This is one of those games that makes no sense for me to take the Broncos, but I got a feeling that the Broncos are going to find a way to pull this game out.
I'm going to appreciate you taking them because I got 11 games to catch up to you. Now it's 10.
I'm going to give you one.
There we go. Because, first of all, I'm not going to talk you out of it. Chargers at the Chiefs.
This is another one. The Chargers are like the Redskins or the Commanders. This coach, who should have been fired 6 weeks ago, he finds a way when he needs to lose a game to win a game. So I'm going to take the Chargers in the upset.
Wow.
Because this guy is just so horrible enough, he'll find a way, even with the bad hand, to win this game.
We were on the same page until then. I'm taking the Chiefs.
All right.
Dolphins at the Eagles. I'm taking the Fins.
I got the Eagles at home.
Okay. And last but not least, Monday night, Frisco goes in there to play the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, without his number one wide receiver, what will he do?
Oh, easy. Niners all the way.
I'm taking Brock Purdy also to stage a comeback.
Yes, sir.
And you guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for staying with us. And we got another hot show coming for y'all next week. Can't wait to get into all these games and see what happens and what goes down. Steven, you got something to say, sir?
Just, guys, I do have one last thing to say. And I'm going to throw the flag. This has nothing to do with football. I'm going to blow the whistle.
Dang, he threw the flag hard.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
What?
This has nothing to do with sports. Actually, we can say we'll tie to sports and say that Will Smith did play Ali in a movie, so it is sports related. Let this man go. Why are you doing everything you can? What did Will Smith do to you that you need to come out and just put all his dirty laundry day after day? You know he don't like Tupac. Why you gonna sit there and say Tupac was your soulmate? That Tupac proposed to you from jail? That Tupac and you could just never be together, even though you just knew that you guys were made for each other? I mean, do you want this man to commit suicide? What did he do to you? Let it go.
Okay, Steve.
That's all. I just had to get that. That was not sports related necessarily.
Hey, people, I don't know where it came from.
I just don't understand why
it sounds like something's been on his chest for a long time.
Just let that man go. I like Will Smith in the movies.
That's kind of like Taylor Swift and Kelsey. But at least that would have to do with sports.
He played Muhammad Ali in the movie.
Well,
so technically, I mean, he does. You know, in the Fresh Prince, he did do a lot of play basketball and stuff. So they had the little. So we'll call it sports related.
And we're putting a request. We want to know who Adrian is. Adrian,
please call in.
Hit us up.
I'm dying. I've been trying to beat you week after week.
Hey, he's doing pretty good.
He's doing good. Every week he's doing good. It's bothering me.
I'm going to catch both of y'all, so it don't make a difference.
Well, I don't know.
I gave y'all enough of a head start. I'm going to show you how you catch
I gave you a couple gifts this week, so let's see. I believe in Russell Wilson.
Steve. I'll take him. I
believe in Russell Wilson, even though nobody else does.
Hey, we'll see y'all next week. Omar.
And we're going to get this camera situation straight out. I'm tired of being off the camera.
Hey,
I feel like
Hey, Steve, you kind of leaned toward that. Now, y'all heard me all show long. I'm like, Steve, come this way. Come this way.
For those who don't know, there's a thing right here. I can't come over anymore because we got a thing holding the screen.
Watch this.
There we go. Now I can move over a little bit, but still I'm not.
Oh my god! I didn't move.
But still, I'm not close enough to the screen. Look at how far over this. Well, we're gonna talk about that. We still got kinks to work out on the show.
Hey,
but
we
we're giving y'all good. We're giving y'all good sports information. That's what we do. We just two sports fanatics. He's a little off the rocker a little bit. He's just too Carolina.
No, I'm just too real.
And I'm the real one. I'm the one who tells you my team sucks. But it sucks. He can't. He's still the team's 0-6. And he's still trying to tell y'all believe in us. Believe.
Y'all didn't hear none of that.
All I know is
I feel the steam coming from you. From you right now.
Right now, the number 1 and number 2 picks is going to the Chicago Bears next year.
We'll see. You have fun with that one.
Peace out. I want to have a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Peace.